So, welcome, dear listener, to Thrivecast, Unlocking Your Full Potential. I'm Oscar. I'm an emotional fitness coach, and I have the website realitydecoding.com. And on this podcast, we're really going into the deeper end of our psychology and the philosophy behind it. And in this one, we're going to look a little bit deeper into the saboteur. So with me today, I have Katarina Hanssens Carlsson. Katarina, want to introduce yourself?
Yes, of course. So I'm the CEO of Destiny International 11, and I've been doing blueprint work and transformational work for 20 years, and it works. And I've transformed my life, I've transformed my clients' life, and most of my clients are thriving entrepreneurs. So today we're going to be talking about your sabotage strategy reframed. It's really exciting. And I'd like to invite you into the thought that change is fun. I've actually never heard of that before, but I just came up with it today and I just thought, yes, it is. It's fun. When you find out what's in your way and you can reframe it, you can keep changing, reframing your life over and over as many times as you like. I would say at least once a year. So, Oscar, we're going to talk about your identity. So last week we talked about your negative identity, your inner saboteur's identity. So if you think that you're a failure, if you think that you're a loser, if you think you're a victim, you know what? You're right. But would you rather be right or happy or successful? It's your choice. Because we have a human need to be absolutely consistent with who we say we are. So be careful about who you say you are. So if you want to reframe, if you want to change, remember, change is fun. Think about, do I want to be a victim through life or do I want to be a success? And you can reframe it and say to yourself, I am success. Okay, Oscar, what do you have to say about that?
Well, the first thing is if you think you are or you think you are not, either way, you're right. That was the saying by Henry Ford also. And it's absolutely true. What you think you are, you become. And you start acting that way. And the world will start mirroring to you the proof of that you actually are this or am this person or this way. And other people will start saying to you, this is how you're acting. So your mind will just draw conclusions and it will be evidence upon evidence upon evidence. And you will follow suit into that. Now, it's as easy to break, or it's as easy to create a good habit as it is to create a bad habit. And that's the whole thing here, right? So, but in order to get there first, we need to reframe it. So, and that's, I guess, what we're going to talk about right now.
Absolutely. So the first level is your identity. The second level is your habit. And the third level is the outcome. So we talked about your identity. You can change when you make an I am statement, I am statements are the most powerful statements in the world. So make an I am statement. Then, as Oscar said, the next level 2, is your habit. And I want to read you something. A good habit is as easy to acquire and as difficult to break as a bad one. So there you go. It's easy and it's fun. You can look at your bad habit. It may be procrastination. It may be your negative self-talk. You know it better than anybody else. We all have a bad habit, and we all have a habit that is very destructive and influences every area of our lives. So choose a habit and decide to change it. I mean, recently I decided to create a habit of 10 minutes of exercise every single day. And I think I'm on my 23rd day today, and it's made a difference in my life. Just 10 minutes, 10 minutes, no back talk, no excuses, no complaints, nothing. Just do it. So it makes a difference. So, Oscar, what do you have to say about habits, good habits and bad habits?
Well, exactly what you were saying there, but one of the keystones in creating a habit, make it easy to start, right? The smaller it is, the easier it is. So just because our mind works in momentum. So when you start just a tiny thing, you don't put it like a huge threshold, right? You don't have to make this big leap. It's not about a big leap. It's about many small leaps. And when you start that, and then your mind will naturally fill in with, oh, what comes next? So I would definitely begin with, even if we have these grand plans, it's extremely good to have grand plans, but break it down to minimum steps. So if someone needs to work out or whatever, instead of putting a huge goal, if someone cannot make, for instance, a push-up, then I'm gonna learn to do one knee push-up, and I'm just gonna start there, and then I'm gonna see like what can I go, where can I go from here. Another thing about habit is about environment. So make the habit that you want to create fit the environment you have around you, or you make the environment fit the habit. So if you have trouble coming up and doing yoga in the morning, have a yoga mat out already before you go to bed, something like that.
Yeah, that's a good tip. That's a great tip. So take on as much or as little as you know your capacity meets. So if you know that you're very committed to your life, you can take on a big habit. If you know that you're going to break it, take on a little habit. That's just a little habit. And it's those little increments that make a big difference in your life. So what's the third level? The way you think about yourself, your identity, your transformed habit impacts your relationships, your health, your finances. In other words, the whole of your life. So this is not a little thing. The inner saboteur has huge power over your life if you let it. The good news is you have even more power, and you can decide over the inner saboteur what your life is going to be like. So change your mind about who you are, change your habit, and watch the impact on your relationships, your finances, and your health.
One thing that comes to my mind here, Katarina, just before we start to close up this session, is that maybe you could give a little bit of an example for our listeners what it means to reframe a statement, and what could it be reframed into, and what would be the result out of that. Just a short one.
Yes, for example, your identity. If you say, I am a victim, if you think about think that the world is against you, the universe is against you, make a statement like, I am a success. I am success. I am brilliance. Decide who you want to be. Then, as a habit, if you say, for example, if you refuse to exercise, you just think it's boring and it's for other people, just say, I commit to exercising 10 minutes a day, every day, and keep your commitment. Be in integrity with yourself and watch the impact on your life.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure.
So how do we get in contact with you?
All right.
Katarina?
On LinkedIn, I'm Catherine Carlsson, Katherine Carlsson. There are several Catherine Carlssons. My brand name is Katarina Hanssens Carlsson. So LinkedIn is the best way to reach me.
All right. And I'm Oscar on YouTube. I'm Oscar Nygren. And you can reach me on realitydecoding.com or on Facebook as the Facebook group Live Your Purpose. And yeah, guys, this is what we had for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. And this is Thrivecast, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Oscar. And I just want to say one thing.
Sure.
If you want a breakthrough in your inner saboteur strategy and you want to reframe it, then book a call with me. I'm going to leave my link with the video, and don't hesitate. Book a call with me. So
excellent.
Today, next week is your driving purpose. See you next week.
See you next week, everyone. Take care.